In February 2020, officers walked into a Winter Park, Florida apartment and found a grotesque scene. Lying dead in the middle of a dimly lit living room was 42-year-old Jorge Torres Jr. He was zipped entirely inside a dark blue suitcase. Waiting for them was his girlfriend, Sarah Boone. She was weeping and pacing the room, telling officers she had just woken up to find her boyfriend unresponsive. Despite the bizarre nature of the death, the physical environment lacked typical signs of a struggle. There were no forced entries and no obvious weapons present in the apartment. On the surface, the apartment looked like the aftermath of a night of heavy drinking that had ended in a fatal, tragic mistake. It was a narrative Sarah repeatedly emphasized to the arriving authorities. She told police that she and Jorge had been drinking wine and putting together a puzzle when they decided to play a game of hide and seek. According to her timeline, Jorge voluntarily climbed into the luggage. She claimed she zipped him in, left a small gap for air, laughed about it, and then went upstairs to bed, forgetting he was inside until the next morning. Investigators looking around the messy living room saw scattered puzzle pieces and half-empty wine bottles. The physical evidence appeared to support her story of a night of intoxication gone wrong. As a procedural step to verify her timeline and confirm when she went to sleep, detectives asked for Sarah's cell phone. She handed it over without hesitation, providing the very device that would eventually offer a second account of what happened that night. The investigation shifted the moment forensic technicians unlocked her device. Buried in her camera roll were 2 videos recorded on the night Jorge died. These recordings offered a direct view of the night's events, and they looked nothing like an innocent game of hide and seek. The camera is pointed downward at the suitcase. Inside, Jorge is frantically pushing against the fabric, shifting the luggage across the floor. Over the rustling canvas, his voice is audible, desperate and terrified, screaming, "Sarah, I can't breathe. Seriously, I can't breathe." These frantic pleas changed the focus of the investigation. Detectives were now looking at a potential case of malicious homicide. The cell phone had become an unblinking witness to several minutes of psychological torture. This footage raises a disturbing question. As Jorge begged for air, why did Sarah choose to press record instead of unzipping the bag? The audio suggests she was in no hurry to help. Behind the camera, Sarah is heard slurring her words, laughing and mocking his suffocation. As he struggles to escape, she tells him, "That's what you do when you choke me." That single sentence points toward a motive. Sarah and Jorge had a history of domestic violence, and in this moment, the suitcase was used as a tool for physical retaliation. She then adds, "Oh, that's what I feel like when you cheat on me." She directly connects her grievances regarding their relationship to his physical punishment. These taunts suggest the recording was a deliberate act. She used the camera to capture her power over him while he was completely defenseless. Influenced by alcohol and a desire for revenge, Sarah documented his punishment, seemingly unaware that she was filming the primary evidence for her own murder trial. In the interrogation room, detectives eventually played the videos back to Sarah. Confronted with the footage, Sarah's defense was inconsistent. She claimed she didn't remember filming the clips and denied that she had any intention of causing him harm. The digital evidence provided a clear, objective record of her voice and Jorge's distress. It presented a version of events that her claims of forgetfulness couldn't easily explain away. The image of the grieving girlfriend collapsed, replaced by the evidence of the person seen behind the camera that night. Sarah Boone was arrested and formally charged with second-degree murder. That arrest began a protracted legal battle in the Florida courts that has lasted for several years. The case became a viral spectacle, fueled by Sarah's changing defense attorneys and her behavior during various courtroom appearances. However, the viral nature of the trial stands in stark contrast to the reality of Jorge Torres's final moments, trapped, suffocating, and ignored. This case serves as a reminder of how toxic dynamics can escalate into violence. Ultimately, justice relied on a killer's own decision to document her actions, creating the witness that would eventually speak for the victim.